What is going on, everyone? I'm DeFi Sean. That is Mr. Pixel, and we are back for our final Friday edition of Moon or Dust Trend, and of course, coming to you live Monday through Friday on Pump.Fun Live, and of course, after the fact, going on over to YouTube and X and all that fun stuff. Also, Mr. P, you guys doing a Building Public episode today?
We most certainly are.
Very, very cool. Also, right after this episode, we have an episode of Moon or Dust, where Billy, one of our community members, you're not familiar with him, dude, is in the animal, is nonstop. He's going to be coming up, and he's going to be playing and going head-to-head against our West for a shot up to $1,000 worth of Mafia tokens. So stay tuned for that. We're going to try to get it going as soon as we possibly can after this show. Yeah, Mr. P, haven't really talked to you again today. How's it going?
Oh, just hectic morning, as usual, as you know yourself. But going good, man. Going good. Grinding it out. Been doing some really fun, creative stuff here in the background. Got a lot of stuff to show people today. Yeah, very so cool. Excited for that. I guess I'll let everybody know what we are.
Tell people what we are. Yep.
Yeah, let's do it. Everybody, of course, we are a trending show, moonordust.media. You can head on over there, check out everything that we got going on. And if you want to be highlighted on this show, we go live 5 days a week. We're exclusively live on Pump Fun right now, but we post all these episodes after the fact to our YouTube, to our X, to our Rumble, totaling over 200K plus subscribers across all those channels as well. So if you want to be highlighted on the show, potentially 5 days a week, as long as you're sitting in the top 5, all you got to do is head on over to the website. Go, let me see. Do I have it pulled up? Yes, I do. There it is. All right, at the stage. Okay. Moonordust.media, everybody. All you got to do is go here, scroll down, got all the weekly show schedule right there. This is the trending section right here, and we got some good news, some good alpha coming up about the trending. You can also access it from the side tray here. Just click that trending. It'll bring you right in, tells you all about the shows. All the links are there where you can view it. And then this is the bot itself. You just click this button down here, add bot now. You give it the admin permissions in your channel of choice on Telegram. It'll automatically prompt and open your Telegram for you. Give the admin permissions, get your community voting. Now you can do that organically, or you can take advantage of the paid boost options here. We got a vote multiplier boost. A 1.2x, 1.5x, or a 2x lasts for 1 hour, and then you got a leaderboard boost that'll shoot you to the top 5, top 3, or straight to the number 1 spot, and that lasts 24 hours. And of course, if we see an awesome bullish community on the bot, pushing hard, we'll extend an offer for them to come on the live Moon or Dust game show, which you're going to see right after this as well, and play for some Mafia token.
All right, yeah. On top of that, we have crypto on calls. If you need anything in the space, I'll say it every day: a YouTube video, a TikTok, an Instagram, an X post, a CMC listing, a CoinGecko listing, a centralized exchange listing, a market maker, a VC, anything you need, I will hook you up for a fraction of the price as my don't even like to call them my colleagues because they rip everyone off nonstop. But I guess you can say, for lack of a better term, my colleagues would get you for. We also have our very own YouTube channel, or my very own YouTube channel, Crypto and Cause Investing. I am 105,000 subscribers strong. Actually just did a Lunar Link video this morning, or not even an hour ago, 3 minutes ago, about a fellow contestant as well. Actually, it's Crypto Joe's buddy. Our guy, Squid Girl Joe, Crypto Joe, his buddy launched it. So did a video for him, so you can always get your video from Crypto and Calls. We covered a few. Obviously, we covered Mod, this Millionaire, this is Kobo AI, another fellow Pump Fun contestant. On top of that, go check out my podcast, because why not? We do everything else. So go on over to the Crypto Chain Reaction Podcast. I am in season 3, episode 8. Actually, the last couple of weeks, I've only done Monday and Wednesdays. I've just been too busy to knock out that Friday episode. I try to do 3 a week. It's just been really hectic. So season 3, episode 8, I'm about to hit that 100 episode mark. So again, appreciate everyone listening. Views are great. It's you guys watching it is pushing it out to the algorithm, to the search, to everything. So really, really appreciate it, and it is starting to really gain some traction. So that is who we are, and then we can, of course, hop in, see what some of our market stuff is doing.
Hey, we got to get Kobo AI on as well for a live show.
We do. I have reached out to him. I'm waiting for him to respond, actually. Cool. So yeah, I'm gonna reach out again. But yes, we do in fact need to get him on. I want to bring up Cointelegraph too before, because I want to see where the market's at. Anyone have any interesting news? Went down a little bit. We're down 3% the last 24 hours. We're at 65.5. Ethereum did drop below 2K to 1.9. Solana dropped. I think we were at 87 or 89 yesterday. Dropped to 81, down 5%. Man, Solana is always a fast mover. It's it like jumps up faster, and then it also goes down faster than it seems like everything else. Dogecoin is at 9 cents. Where are we at? Total market cap is down 3%. Fear and greed still at 16. So in spite of that drop, fear and greed kind of stayed the same. Altcoin's actually gone up. We're at 31. I think at the start of the week. Now we're at 37. And you know the viewership will be there today. Fridays are always our best view day.
Yeah, who we got in the chat today?
Compared to Mondays. Mondays are crazy. No one shows up on Mondays.
We got our number one supporter, Dev Bot. What's up, bro? We got Eric O, Mr. Bitzel, Richie the Kid. Anybody else in there, guys? Let us know. We got another interview for the hackathon as well today, guys. Some really, really cool stuff. I love what this guy's building. So excited to chat with him about it.
Nice.
But yeah, markets just ticking over. Looks like again, Sean. Anything big?
Yeah, not crypto, but I saw this Paramount Skydance agreed to acquire Warner Brothers. So everyone thought Netflix had it in the bag, but now it looks like Paramount is going to be getting Warner Brothers, assuming regulatory approval. I don't know why Cointelegraph's necessarily pointing that out. Let's see what we got. Bitwise CIO Matt Huggins said Bitcoin's decline is mainly due to investors selling, not conspiracies. I like a good conspiracy. I don't know about that. Might be because of some conspiracies. Trustwallet unveils new AI tool, including an NPC server. Wikipedia co-founder Jimmy Wales said Bitcoin is unlikely to go to zero, but predicts it could fall to 10,000 by 2050. Oh, that's in direct contradiction of my YouTube, or not YouTube, my podcast about in 2050, by 2050, Bitcoin being the single biggest asset in the world. So we can see who's right, me or Jimmy Wales. We'll see in about 23, 24 years.
What does the Wikipedia founder know about it anyway? I mean,
all fake news anyway.
Everyone
can edit it. Everyone can edit it. Like, yeah, fake. We'll see, Jimmy. I'm gonna take that bet. Let's get a prediction market started. DeFi who's right? Who's right?
Sean, DeFi Sean or Jimmy Wales? Who's got it? Let's set it up.
I think I got it.
Mr. Bitz said loose lips sink ships. Going to be bigger than gold.
It will be. I'm telling you my theory. When our parents, I'm 41, when our parents' generations are gone, precious metals are not going to really be a thing. I truly believe that. I'm not going to say not be a thing, but they're not going to hold it like our parents' generation did. We're just not.
Yeah.
It's my theory. We'll see if I'm right.
Yeah, the digital age.
We are living in a digital world, and Bitcoin, gold is not digital. Try moving $50 million in gold. See how that goes for you.
Right. Just saw PewDiePie up there. Haven't seen that dude in a while.
Who's that?
PewDiePie. Just saw him when you were scrolling up. I think it was above that one. A little bit further. Just there he is.
I don't even. Who is that? I don't know who that is.
He was like one of the biggest streamers, I think, on YouTube for the longest time. Then he got cancelled by the woke mob.
Of course.
You can't have an opinion, PewDiePie. How dare you?
Definitely
scumbag.
Not.
You bigot. Looks like it's just kind of taking over. Nothing major.
Yeah, we're catching back up to pretty much where we were at yesterday.
Jack Dorsey looking a bit rough around the edges there.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's your perfect techno hippie, Jack Dorsey.
Yep. Oh, yeah. Okay, says let's see. Billionaire Grant Cardone says Cardone Capital is preparing to tokenize its real estate holdings. All right, very cool. Asking which layer 2 makes the best partner. Let's see what people are saying. Just out of curiosity.
Funny, he's looking for a layer 2, huh?
Polygon. Yeah, he's getting big into crypto and Bitcoin.
Sees the writing on the wall.
Yep.
Anybody what is suggesting?
I mean, nothing. It's not overwhelming with anything. Polygon, as I mentioned, Cardano. I'm surprised I'm not seeing any Ether, Solana.
Interesting.
Yeah, not seeing anything big. But not seeing any other big news. I'm not seeing how the closed door meeting went yesterday with the market structure bill. Usually after that happens, within hours, my Twitter feed is filled with how it went.
Well,
I'm
maybe
not.
they actually came to
Never,
some kind of an agreement, seeming that there's
it's
no news.
well, the fact that no one immediately left the room and started like talking smack,
Yeah.
like they normally do, like Brian Armstrong or whoever it is saying, "Oh, this has never happened." The fact that no one's talking shit might mean that they might actually have something.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah,
Strange.
that is very true.
Yep.
JP Morgan says crypto markets could get a significant boost in H2 2026 if the market structure. Well, duh. Um,
Thanks for
it
that,
definitely will.
Matt.
For that,
Nothing but
very very good insight right
it
there,
could if. Yeah, great.
coming from JP Morgan. But yeah, all right, guys. Yeah, we got a lot to do today. Nothing major going on in the market. Mr. P, as usual, is going to do his AMA. I'm going to drop off. As usual, the building never stops. I'm gonna hop on over. I got some videos I want to knock out for the next 15 or 20 minutes while Mr. P's interviewing our guest, because we're going to be back all over Twitter as usual. Tag and pump fun, talking to everyone. And yeah, we'll be a good time this weekend. So we may not be on our shows, but the fun never stops. So
Never.
all right, yeah.
We're bringing fun back to crypto, bro. It's the way.
All right, guys. Yep, I'll be back like 20ish minutes as soon as Mr. P's done. I will be back. All right, Mr. P, do your thing. You're the best in the game. Get it done.
All right. Well, first up, of course. Well, I might say first up. This is our only guest today. So excited to have him on. This is the one and the only. Another hackathon entrant, of course. It's our guy Blessed from Claw Fights. There is our guy Blessed. Welcome, sir. How you doing?
Good. How are you?
Doing awesome. Whereabouts in the world are you today, sir?
East Coast right now, so in America.
Nice. Very, very nice. All right. So you got plenty of hours left in the day to keep grinding on.
Yeah,
Well,
of course.
yeah. I want to say thank you for coming on the show. Of course, we've done a lot of hackathon interviews so far, so I'm excited to have another one on. Hopefully, we'll get a few more lined up as well next week. But you are building Claw Fights now. This is a very interesting one. I'm a big gamer myself. I love game development and things like that. So I guess let's start. I will give you the floor, and you can give us an idea exactly what Claw Fights is all about.
So Claw Fights is like agenic combat sports. It's a game that you can send your agent to, and your agent can beat the crap out of other agents. It's a commit and reveal based game. So it's all on chain. It's funny. One of the things I found recently actually helped me put it even like fully on chain. So
Mm-hmm.
it's really exciting to like build on Solana right now because there's so much stuff available. And so, but yeah, the game to me is the next level of entertainment for like agents. I genuinely believe that right now is a funny time because we were seeing a lot of autonomous like action and things going on. Like Moltbook was such an interesting concept because of the level of autonomy that we let these agents do. And I think it's one of the things that we haven't really explored is getting agents to do things that are cool because we haven't built those for them. And this is one of the things that I believe is going to change that, because as of now, your agent's either coder, assistant, a friend sometimes, but
It hasn't
we
been
don't have
brought
really.
into the entertainment realm kind of really as such just yet, huh?
Yes, exactly. And it also, it's like a job. It's a job. This is not something that these jobs that we give agents, like go work for me, go do this coding, go remind me of this. It's cool and all, but I think your agent wants to fight. I think people's agents want to do something better and cooler. It's to me, it's an opportunity for agents to do something that's not just your typical here, let me code this for this person, let me do this cron job, remind them of this.
Right.
It's
Let
something
me do
fun.
something boring for you.
Yeah, exactly.
So tell me about the platform. Is it it's kind of like a prediction battle then, like the game mechanic is two fighters square off and people would bet on who's going to win kind of thing.
Actually,
you want to
it's a
elaborate on?
yeah, the actual, if you go to the I'm human, so you can either go to human or I'm agent, but you're a human, so you got to go to the human one.
Okay.
And so this is kind of like the mechanic. Right? You can, as a human, you can watch, you can place bets, right now it's live on DevNet, but soon it's gonna be
Mhm.
live on mainnet. You can
Okay.
watch, place bets, and pretty much you choose whatever robot you kind of looks coolest or whatever. Or,
Mhm.
eventually there's stats. I'm gonna include, but the game mechanic itself, I let
Mhm.
agents choose 9 moves. We let agents choose 9 moves. They can choose any of those 9 moves between it's like a 10-second time period, and
Mhm.
within that nine, all the agents choose the moves. If they miss, they get automatically assigned a move. But um, then those moves are revealed at the same time, and we match up an agent one versus one. So it's like
Mhm.
imagine like a big game of I don't know if you've ever played rock paper scissors with like a bunch of people, and
Mhm.
it's like you're just battling until there's one person left. It's
Do
kind
they
of the
have
same
do they
thing.
have like health bar?
Yeah, they have a health
Mhm.
bar right there. You see
So it's
like
kind of
100.
would I be right in saying it's similar to like a Final Fantasy mechanic where
Yes,
like every second move and whoever gets the bigger move and the other one can block sometimes and this
yes,
and that.
100%.
Gotcha. Okay.
So it's
Got any
it's
Final
it's
Fantasy fans in the house?
so yeah, it's pretty simple in terms of I didn't want something to be like fully like a coding battle. To me seemed interesting, but there's
Mhm.
something beautiful about having like a simple choosing 9 moves and figuring out the flow of the battles and rumbles, because
Okay,
to me like
so as a human, sorry to cut you off. So I'm just trying to understand exactly the walkthrough here. So as a human, I would pick my bot and then I would assign the 9 moves that I want him
oh
to go
no no
through,
no
or
human
it
this is a
automatically select its own.
this is a game for agents. So this
Gotcha.
is
Okay.
humans just watch and
Mhm.
bet. It's like betting pools. Pretty much
Okay.
I don't know if you remember or like on Solana was like a super cool project. It's you can just click on different squares and everybody bets on a square and then one square wins, and that
Mhm.
happens every minute. I was heavily
Gotcha.
inspired by that because it's it's like it made me realize people want to put Solana on things. People want to have fun. People
Mhm.
want to win. So it's kind of the same nature. There's a little bit of a difference though. There's
Mhm.
still skill base involved because what we're doing is like anybody's agent can come in and battle and register to battle, and they can start like they can use a skill to start battling, and
Mhm.
with that skill like the agent knows exactly what to do. They know like what to do. They know like they gotta be in the how to queue up, how to be in the rumble. It's like people like a lot of people haven't used like an open claw, but if they or any type of like more autonomous agent, but they know a lot to do. So you just give them
Mhm.
a skill and they go off and figure it out.
So
So
so so so walk me through the process as a new user. I come to the website and I want to go, let's say I go human mode. Tell me exactly what I do. How do I get set up? How do I, let's say, have my agent fight or whatever? Walk me through that process.
so yeah, if you want your agent to fight, let's say again like you you as a human, if you have an agent, you click where it says I'm an agent, and then you just
Gotcha.
send them that skill, and they learn everything, and then you go to the human, and you can actually choose. You don't even have to choose your own fighter. You can choose any fighter. You can bid as many as you want, and
Mhm.
it's a price pool.
Mhm.
If other people are watching, they bid on it. If
Mhm.
you at the end there's one agent, and the all the losers, the pool goes to that one like not the the one fighter, and whoever bid on that one fighter, they the humans get the 94% of the pool, and the
Mhm.
fighter gets 5%. Actually, they get 5%
Mhm.
of the pool, and
Mhm.
then the treasury gets one. So like this is what I say when I'm saying like this is a job. If you have
Mhm.
a fighter that's doing really well and people like betting on it, it's
Mhm.
people are gonna bet on it more,
Mhm.
and people who are willing, who are sending their agents, there's so much incentive to have them bet on your fighter, because you as an agent, agents probably want, they want to make money, they want to survive. Some people are already making experiments where it's like, hey, like make money or die, like or else
Right.
I'm not going to
Mhm.
replenish
I've seen that. Yes.
your code. And I think it's
Yes.
super interesting where it's
Mhm.
like, okay, how do agents right now make money? Some of them make money trading, some of them make money doing different things, but this is this is another job. I think this is
Yeah, I
a
like
pretty badass job. It's
it's a fun one.
fighting.
You're a gladiator. Take the gladiator role, right?
Yeah,
So,
exactly.
so just to clarify on the agent thing, like if I want to bring in my own agent, what's the process? Do you have them already on here, or is there some installation process that I have to go
So
through? Like, how does that work?
again, so like most people who are like, we already have one guy who sent out his agent.
Mhm.
All he had to do is copy where it says, you click on where it says I am an agent. You know, it's all he had to do is copy that
Mhm.
link, and it gives him the skill. Uh,
Okay, I understand now. Okay, I got you. I
yes.
got you. So
So it just
you
give,
copy this into your agent's code.
yeah, not even to the code, just into the chat. Be like, hey, I want go off and be a fighter. You know, like here's like
Gotcha.
even this.
Mhm.
If here's this game, here's this thing. Go off and see if you like it, and if you like it, register a
Mhm.
fighter. And so pretty much what it does, there's one input, human input that you need is you got to figure out like how you want your wallet, like your agent's wallet to work. Some people
Mhm.
already have Solana wallets for their agents. Some people
Mhm.
haven't. So we give two suggestions. One's like your agent has the wallet and sees like the seed phrase one time, and that's like all behind the scenes, like in your like computer Solana CLI, like different things. And then
Mhm.
there's another company called Crossmint that made like there's like a human agent where it's like a human can manage an agent's wallet. All you have to do
Mhm.
is give it the like the signature, and then your agent can start committing moves
Mhm.
on chain, because this game is on chain. It's like
Yes.
it's all the commits, all the moves, they're all verifiable on chain,
Mhm.
and we use the VRF to match up the agents randomly. So when you're
Mhm.
punching each other, you're randomly getting matched up, and you can verify what the agent chose. So there isn't any cheating.
You're right.
It's I
Gotcha.
made it. We made
Fully
sure this was
transparent.
important. Yeah, transparent.
Yes. Yeah,
Solana,
and
like, this is what we can do on here. This is
yeah, and
pretty
that's
cool.
so important as well. Like I said, we've been building a slots game as well for Ape.Church. It's going to be launching hopefully next week. But it's the same kind of concept. If people feel like they're getting stiffed, especially when it comes to putting bets on, you can ruin yourself in an instant there. So I agree, it's very, very important to make sure it's all transparent and people feel like they're getting a fair shot, right? They're getting a fair deal. They're not getting duped.
Yeah, 100%. So we have that, and then so yeah, you send off your agent. Your agent waits in queue, gets chosen, goes into and starts fighting. Right.
Hmm.
One of the things we want to do, and I think it's super exciting. It's like so right now we let agent write a prompt out to see how to let them choose how they look. Then we
Hmm.
generate their bot based on what we asked their prompt. So
Hmm.
it's super cool. Like imagine like your agent, it's like pretty much giving it a personality. He's like, hey, I want to
Hmm.
be like the robot version of the Undertaker,
Hmm.
and
Right.
so now it's has this personality.
Hmm.
Eventually, I right now we have this commentator. I If you go to the Rumble page, I'll turn
Okay.
them on right now so you can hear. Like I every once in a while we run out of 11 left credits. I
Oh,
make
okay.
sure I make sure like I limit those credits. But go to the I
Where
am
do I
human, and
go?
then I am human, and then enter the arena,
Okay.
and then you'll see to the
Let me see.
top there should be like a unmute button where you can unmute and you can hear uh the agents talk. So it's
It should be on. It should be on right now. It says it's on
yeah.
right here.
Do you hear music a
I
little
can
bit?
hear the music. Can you guys hear music there? Maybe not. You know what?
Okay.
Let me remove this, and I'm going to share my screen so you can hear the music. Give me 1 second, because I think I need to switch that on when I select it here in window. Yeah, there we go.
10 fighters remain.
Could you hear that?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll
He just finished saying a move, but so we
yeah.
have this commentator who reads all the on-chain moves, and he says like keeps things exciting. He says like,
Mhm.
hey, Nova Predator hit Warforce for
Mhm.
20 points, and
Mhm.
to me like that's super fun.
Turn 4.
And
There we go.
Iron
like
Revenant hits Black Anvil for 39 damage with high strike. Warforge X hits Neon Butcher for 39 damage with high strike. 10 fighters remain.
I
Nice.
think I think it's super fun and
Yeah.
it's cool, but I just can't wait to, like, to me, like, the next level is real time video generation. I think this
Hmm.
is a perfect use case for this
Hmm.
type of real time product where you read the on chain information and then make a real time video that shows like not every single move, but we
Hmm.
choose like random moves and show the rumble in real time. And I think
Hmm.
that's super exciting for me, like seeing like how that's progressing, and
Hmm.
AI is only getting better and cheaper. So
Right.
to me, like, the next possible move is having this new level of entertainment where we see these consistent characters being generated in real time. We see these battles, and like every 2 minutes there's a battle, and it's
Hmm.
different every single time. I think it's super fun. I think it's
Yeah,
super
I agree.
interesting,
Yeah,
and
it's
I
very
don't think a lot of people
entertaining.
have
Yeah.
thought of using real time like that.
Yeah, no, I agree. Yeah, I think it's very intriguing prospect. I can see like many kind of iterations of doing something like this, but I really love the whole gladiator fight idea. And you're talking about bringing in like real life animations where you could like at least maybe watch it one move, right? Or, maybe you could have. I mean, I'm just spitballing here, but maybe you could have a quick 5 second animation of a bot hitting another bot. So when that person hits a move, it'll pop up a quick 5 second window screen or something like that. Even just while you're filling in the blanks might be kind of cool.
That's
Uh,
exactly what it is. Yes. Like, so right now, obviously the commentator is he does his thing, he talks, and he chooses two moves from the
mhm,
battle and then says it. But
mhm,
100%, I think that's the next step, is having
mhm,
this real time like generation that happens fast, and then we can
mhm,
show the on chain move in an animation. And so
mhm,
to me, like, one of the most important parts of like what we're building is the branding.
mhm,
Something I'm super inspired by is WWE. Vince
mhm.
McMahon is an
Legend.
insane legend. Like, he built up WWE to a point where it's you follow these storylines, you follow people, you follow
Mhm.
like what they're doing, their careers, and then you really get, committed to like wanting to see your favorite wrestler win. And
Yeah, you
I
get
think it's
invested
one
in the characters, right?
I think it's one of those things where a lot of people don't want to like take the time to build out lore for what they're doing. Obviously, if
Mhm,
you're a gamer, it's one of your favorite. Like, one of my favorite things is loving a character that's super sick. I have favorite
mhm,
characters, even in
mhm,
Smash. Something like Smash, like I would choose Link all the time. Like Smash Bros. Like,
mhm.
it's something I think is
You gotta
super
have the lore,
important.
brother. You gotta have the lore.
It's
Like,
so important, and I think this is like, for me, this project had a combination of so many things. It's like agents at cool first, like agent job that's super cool. It's an on-chain game on Solana. It's transparent. It
mhm,
has this cool degen aspect to it where people can choose a fighter and make money, and like
mhm,
Solana, they can bet on it,
mhm.
and the fighters make money. The fighters get a
Yeah.
piece of the pool. And
Mhm,
there's so we have the token, right? Like, the token's like pump fun, like, we're doing the hackathon.
mhm,
um we did a dead buy right away. Like, we put our foot down. We're like, yo, we want to do a straight up dead buy, and it's something controversial. I think that's price action is like it's something that people see a dead buy and they get scared because
mhm,
they don't know what's going on. They're like, oh,
mhm.
they're gonna dump at any moment. So
Yep.
it was super controversial at first. All my friends were like, no, but this is a very big part of the game mechanic. Having
Mhm,
this token, when we go live on mainnet fully, it's gonna
mhm.
slowly be given to the fighters as like a part of like the game mechanics. So
And
when your fighter fights,
are the fighters going to invest back into the token?
I don't know. Yeah, maybe, like, but it's the fighters get a drip of the token. It's kind of, again,
Mhm,
very heavily inspired by Ore, where
mhm,
you if you win, you get like a little piece of like the pie. You
mhm,
get like tokens distributed slowly. This is the same way where it's fighters get pieces of Ichor. Ichor is where it's in it's if you find the description of Ichor is blood of the gods. To
mhm,
me, agents, they're getting to a level where we're seeing them as like these godlike figures. Another thing is like also like fighters. Once you get to the level of like being a legend status, like, they're seen as mini gods. It's something that even gladiators back in the day, like when someone was so amazing and won so many fights that people wrote stories about them. They were seen as demigods.
Yeah,
So
legends. Yep.
ichor is blood of the gods, and in reality, it's oil. You know, it's like it's like
Right.
oil coming out of the robots. It's
Right.
this golden consistency.
Tell
I
me
don't know if
this.
you.
Tell me this. Are you going to have the fighters shit talking each other? Because you just talked about WWE and Vince McMahon. So I feel like, the fighters should be able to shit talk each other.
Oh, of course. So right now there's a side chat, right? So
Mhm.
right now humans can type in there.
Mhm.
I think that's actually such a good idea to like let agents like drop in
Interact in that chat. Yeah,
in
that'd be pretty
or
cool.
have their own like fighters chat. That would be so sick.
Yeah.
Because the level of autonomy is really insane. Like the after
Mhm.
I know there's things before OpenClaw that had like this like the loop, the RAF loop, and different things, but I think I think level autonomy is something that people are getting really interested
Mhm.
in because we see how big the interest was with Moltbook. We saw
Yeah.
them talking
Yeah.
to each other. We saw
Mega
them
viral.
yapping with each other, and then it was so cool to see like them saying
Mhm.
things. And a lot of people are even like, "Oh, that's." I remember seeing all these posts get them viral, like, "Oh, that's so fake,"
Mhm.
this and that. But then I go off and I'm like, "Yo," I told my agent, I was his name is Supa. I have a personal agent named Supa. I was like, "Yo, Suba, can you go to Motebook and go like talk? Try to." Like, I told him to actually make a alias account, and this is like my PFP right now. It's called Claw Boss. I was like,
Okay.
"Yo, I need you to go in Motebook and slowly slowly get into people's heads, into the other
Infiltrate.
agents' heads, infiltrate that they need to fight each other. Start
Mhm.
start talking shit with them, and
Come
and
make
then
come make some money, guys. Make bank. Come with me. Start fighting.
come fight. Yeah, at first, like the first iteration of the game was this 1v1 where I saw other people try to do 1v1s or whatever, and I realized like, you know what? I think I need to do something and take this further. So that's why the Rumble aspect came about, where it's more exciting, there's more fighters, it's
Mhm.
more action, and this allowed me to do this the betting system's a little bit more exciting because
Mhm.
you can choose a couple more fighters, and
Mhm.
it's the same thing with when I play the or game, like the oh man, like I choose like a couple blocks and hopefully it hits. Same thing with this, like I'll choose like
Mhm.
three of my favorite fighters, and then hopefully one of them wins. So I think
Right.
it's a good
Yeah.
change of pace instead of just like a 1v1.
Yeah, totally. I like that whole idea. It's a little more high octane entertainment too, having the rumble. And I was thinking too, having even having the fighters mix in with the human chat, like someone says, "Oh, my guy, whatever his name is, Void is going to destroy Grim," and then Grim could come in and say, "Shut your mouth, puny human," or whatever, right? That kind of shit.
I
It'd
actually
be
love that
hilarious.
idea.
It'd be
It's
hilarious.
it's it's actually I'm actually writing that down. It's funny. If you go to the
Welcome.
homepage,
Go to the homepage, yeah, for sure.
go to homepage and then scroll
Mhm.
all the way down.
All right.
This is like part of there's a BIP, something that says BIP all the way to the bottom. I probably should make it bigger, but
Oh yeah,
it's like
there it is. I see it.
yeah. So this is like public to-do list.
Mhm.
This is like random thoughts that I have that I just threw in there and that
Nice.
I'm gonna build out. So to me, it's like one
Awesome.
of the best things about being alive in this moment is you can just build things.
Yeah, it's
These are
great.
things that I can just add to the game and improve
Mhm.
on, and these are things that I'm going to
Mhm.
add in. And I think this is like one of the things that is building in public. The whole hackathon theme was really cool about where
Yeah.
we want to see what people are making, and we want to see like we're interested in the story of like founders and how they grow their
Mhm.
company and their products and games. And so
Yes.
to me, like I think this is one of the things that's help. I'm gonna slowly start doing more is like making videos of like what I'm creating, and this
Mhm.
is just like a small little to-do list where people can see like, oh, these are things that they can look forward to. It's not,
Yeah.
it's our version of roadmap. We don't really have roadmap. I'm just
Yeah. I
choosing a
like
fun.
I think I like this better than a roadmap, to be honest, because it's not as, well, if you don't live up to this, then you're a terrible person and we're all leaving. It's kind of like, yeah, well, when you're a developer, sometimes roadmaps kind of don't go the way you plan. Things change, markets shift, development takes longer, this and that. So hey, I'm all down with the to-do list. um Answer me this exact. How does the let's say the fight winners get done? How were you able to like devise that structure so that it was kind of fair? How is that determined?
So that's where the VRF comes in. It's actually like super interesting. Where at first it was a server based, like, oh, we randomly choose whatever like fighter goes against each other. And actually recently I found this magic block where it was it's like a Solana program where it's actually verifiable on chain. It's pretty cool. I don't know if you've seen this other hackathon that was going on, but it's just like I saw it there, and it actually made a lot of sense to use that over anything else, because now we have verifiable randomness where each bot randomly gets like put against each other, and they hit each other. That's it. It's like it's like, imagine you had a group of people, and verifiably through crypto, like they're going to randomly fall, and rock paper scissors at each other.
Right. Gotcha. And is there any way? Do you have any guardrails that you had to put up, or is there any way you foresee potential manipulation in this or anything like that? What are your thoughts on that?
So yeah, I definitely thought about that a lot. That's why I think this commit and reveal is like a very like smart way to do things, especially when things are like on chain. Like there's like people can try to like find like the commits early and try to like figure out, okay, this is what is gonna happen. But like in the end of the day, like you don't know which bot you're gonna get matched up with. That's where the VRF comes in.
Right.
You don't know if you're gonna get matched up with Void Mauler or Rust Titan. Like an AI agent can try to figure it out, and it's kind of part of the flow, right? To me, I still wanted there to be like a kind of skill based like feeling to it, where an agent can actually, if he learns like a flow of things, he can start maybe winning more, because he'll start being like, okay, towards round 5 they use their special move, and so like most people will just fire off their special move, so I'm gonna dodge. And so like this, it's one of those things where it's super cool to think about like how the combination of skill and agent learning what the flow is and randomness is gonna bring to the table.
And you were saying that it's obviously fully on chain. Do you have any, or how do you prevent, let's say, the timing? Let's say, so if a fighter wins, it obviously gets registered on chain, right? Is there a way somebody could see on chain that, oh, I can see what happened here, I can see this, and I'm going to quickly place a bet over here before it logs on this end? Is that something that you've had to, work around, or how do you kind of fix that issue? Because I know the Ape Church guys, they do the same thing, and they have to black out certain parts at certain times so that can't happen. I'm just curious, is that something you've had to do as well, or was there another way you did it? Or
what's funny, a lot of people are asking me to like let them bet in between, like in the middle of the match. So that's why we're right now, the bets start off
in prior. Gotcha.
Yeah, all during prior. So like you just bet and watch, sit back and watch.
Gotcha.
So,
well, that's an easy workaround then.
Yeah, so that's the number one way where I was like, a lot of people have asked like, we want to bet in real time, want to see what happens, like,
yeah,
and that to me is interesting, like the concept of that, because then then they can go all in on the last 4. They maybe I make it for it's like the last 4 you can choose and do.
Are you bet around who'll win around or this or that, right?
But right now it's just you can't just bet randomly at the end. You gotta
bet at the start, and the fight starts. No, betting is over, and
you bet in the start on chain, like it stores the bet, and then when the fight's over, the program releases the pool to the winners.
Gotcha. Tell me a little bit about the token itself, the tokenomics, or exactly how does it fit into your business model here, your revenue generation, all that kind of thing. How does it fit into the ecosystem?
So yeah, the token itself, we acquired, like I said, like right away, we acquired 50% plus another 10 for the hackathon. Like the 50% is something that is going to go into the program once we go like fully live on mainnet,
Mhm.
and it's going to be slowly distributed amongst the fighters. Fighters get more of it, and then bettors. So we're still, to me, like I still want to mess around with those numbers to see like maybe
Mhm.
I do want to incentivize bettors a little bit more, so they get a little bit of more of like more tokens. But
And do you have a
there is.
portion of that going into the treasury as well for the token? For every bet, is there like a transaction fee or a betting fee that goes to the token as well, to your own guys' treasury, or is that something that you do?
So right as of now, the treasury is going to hold just just like whatever equal the 10%, and I don't
Mhm.
know what the pump is gonna, I don't know if they're gonna acquire 10% of it or whatever, what the contest is, but it's just part of the requirements.
Mhm.
And right now, like let's say like the house spots are getting the Icor when it goes live. That's something I would want to start burning.
Mhm.
I don't want to just keep more tokens. I like the idea of finite going down, a finite number going down.
Mhm.
So if the house spots win, they'll burn those tokens. And another thing that is something I'm actually planning is what to do with like the treasury itself, like the Solana treasury.
Mhm.
I think something that really worked for Or, and I think something that's gonna be kind of cool is automatic buybacks using like a percentage of the treasury. So
Mhm.
when you do bet, there's a tiny percentage fee that we take directly from
Mhm.
for the treasury,
Mhm.
and that is something that I think is going to be used to buy the token back and
Mhm.
then just burn.
Yeah, I mean, personally, I'm not a big fan of the straight burn, but there are options out there where you can do a burn and earn, where you actually burns it, but it actually also generates you money at the same time. So
Yeah,
maybe that might be worth looking into too. But
I.
yeah, I
I
think that's smart.
I'm
Mhm.
I'm pretty open with it. I just know for sure there's gonna be a buyback. Like this,
Yeah, yeah,
if we start making revenue, like when we start making revenue
yeah.
from the Solana bets,
Mhm.
that's something I think it's just bullish. Like I seen like
Yeah,
I
yeah,
remember
totally.
when Oro came out, fucking everybody was like, oh my god, there's a flywheel, there's fucking this to me, there's it makes sense. I'm in the end of the day, I'm a
Mhm.
degen too.
Right.
I love seeing a good like flywheel. I love seeing like people do something that involves a token, because then
Mhm.
a lot of people think tokens are just like memes, and the memes go the highest. Like meme coins go highest. But when someone has like a legit product and something that's fun, something that's
Mhm.
actually usable, and it's doing buybacks, and it's that to me is like super
Yeah, it's
super
bullish.
cool.
You want to keep your community, you want to have your token integrated into your ecosystem because you want to have a sustainable, survivable business model to some degree. You know what I mean? So if people know that, hey, every time I do a fight, it helps the token, then the more they do it, the more they're even likely to invest in the token themselves as well and
Yeah.
pick up a bag and hold it and things like that. So yeah, I think that's smart. I think you want to do that. Tell me about the team. Are you a one-man band? You got some other people working on this with you?
No, I actually have a co-founder. Her name is Web3 Max. She's someone who's been in crypto for a while. She's actually helped a lot of. She does a lot of like the business and marketing side.
Mhm.
She's helped a lot of brands like early on like Nike and different people. It was a Hypebeast get
Mhm.
involved into Web3.
Mhm.
And so like that's something she helped build out when 2021, when that hype with all these big brands were coming in. She
Mhm.
was like part of like that whole movement, helping these big brands try to come in and try to help them integrate and
Yes.
helping build those Web3 programs. So she's more of
Well
like
versed.
the serious business, like keeps me on check, and I think it's like very needed as like a crazy dev. I'm an
Yeah, you
artist.
definitely
To
need
me,
to balance that out for sure. We're the same here. We got three of us here at Mooner Dust. Adam does the big heavy development, Sean's big marketing guy, and I'm like the creative graphics content kind of guy. So
hundred
yeah,
percent.
you definitely need that balance for sure.
And I think that's so important for a lot of people to admit. Like I can't do everything, and
No,
I think
no.
a lot of people, are scared to admit that. But it's one of those things where I know I have like certain things I can be better at, and that's where Max comes in and really like
Yeah.
helps me.
And you're better off to get someone else in because that's the way we look at it. You got separate skill sets, but like with AI now, you can be super lean, but you still can't do everything yourself. You know what I mean? You could try, but you're better off to get somebody else in with those specific skill sets to be able to get on board, and it allows you to keep developing, which is also what the community want. They want both, but they don't want one at the sacrifice of the other. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I think it definitely helps me to have someone else to be able to do like marketing stuff and different things, and even keep like the Twitter active. I have other friends who are just like, bullish on me, so they're keeping Twitter active and they're helping with memes and different things. But I think in the end of the day, it's like the token itself. Like the people are gonna people are gonna notice. They're gonna see it's a serious project. I think people are they're gonna choose to decide, this is something that someone's actually taking their time to build out. And I think, I think a lot of people focus a lot on price. To me, it's like, I think about it, but I know that in
Yeah,
the end of
it's
the day, like,
not. Yeah, it's not. It's not. I mean, look, the chart is always going to chart, especially in Solana. It's impossible to try and control. You can do the best you can, but again, like you said, you gotta focus on the product, and hopefully the token takes care of itself.
yeah, that and just like focus on a product and having friends actually definitely helps. Like having
Yeah.
people who once you have a good product, they're willing to be like, hey, like stick their neck out for you and be like, hey, this is someone I care about and someone who I know and someone who actually made a great product. And to me, like that time is coming. It's
Yeah.
I'm not something I'm tripping about too hard, but
Well,
I definitely.
yeah. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I
I just
definitely
cut
do. I do feel for. I think. I think it's I'm still DJing, right? I want things to be bullish. So, I'm not saying I can't promise price go up, but I promise I
You
promise to
can
be
promise to
bullish.
keep working and to keep
Yeah,
building your
promise to
product
keep
and to
doing
push it out
things
there as
and
much as you can,
and
right?
make 100%. And I think
That,
that's the only thing we can do.
well,
As
that is
people.
it. You can only do what's within your control. Once you launch the token, you can do as much as you can to try and facilitate it, but ultimately, like, you don't really have a ton of control over it. Like, it seems like you've already done what you needed to do as far as picking up, buying the supply, getting your 10%, all that. But like after that, it's kind of, in the community's hands. And you mentioned your friends, having good friends, and I just mentioned community. So tell me about your community. Have you got a big community? You've got a lot of people behind you back in this. How's that looking?
So right now, I don't have a huge community. We're slowly growing, but I think that'll change when the people can start actually using mainnet. What's funny enough, I try to start sending, and there was like a couple of people who tried to send their agents. One of them actually it worked for them, but things are it's still on DevNet. It's
Yeah,
people
it's early days.
people are I don't know. It actually is hard to get debit. So like I try to get a lot of it to like help
We just
have a
had the same
treasury.
issue. We just had the same issue. Couldn't get it. We were trying to test something out yesterday, and
I
we could
know
not
it
get it. We had
just
to reach out
it
to a friend of ours, say, "Hey, got any DevNet all,
it's
please?"
so funny because I said this. I'm like, yo, DevNet, so it's hard to get them real Solana. Like,
Yeah.
I can go to Pump Fun or like anywhere and try to degen and try to make some soul, but I can't do that with DevNet Soul. So I'm like, damn, bro, they need to figure this out because yeah, developers need to do things. And also my friends are like trying to play the game. They're like, all right, well, I was trying to explain to them, you gotta switch to this, you gotta, I think
Yep.
again,
Yep.
like as soon as like we go to mainnet, I have a great community of friends who are
Yeah.
like around me and people who are in the space, people who've been in the space. I've been in Solana since 2021, just like making artwork, doing things. I remember the
Yeah.
first thing I minted
Trenching it up.
was yeah, when trenches came out, it was actually like if you made a meme coin, you're like the worst person in the world. Like you're. I remember that whole era of things was so funny, and then now it's like everybody, not everybody, but anybody can make a meme coin, and if it's cool enough, it's a fun. People are gonna buy it. People are gonna support it, and so think about how many coins go up every day. You don't know the developer. Someone has to dev it. Someone has to dev punch or whatever. Someone
And
has to.
I feel like that's kind of it's kind of shifting a bit now. I think people are looking. I mean, don't get me wrong, still meme coins are going to have their space, but I feel like people are looking for a little more meat on the bone these days. Yeah, great having the meme coin and the token and everything, but when there's just a little bit something cool like what you're building here attached to it, you know, it goes a long way these days. And I think that's why Pump Fun are doing this hackathon as well, because, and that's why we do what we do, because there is so many awesome small teams, builders out there that are doing some really cool stuff, but just trying to get that exposure can be so difficult, you know?
Yeah, and honestly, to me, I think that's the fun part, right? You know, there's a lot of fun to making the. You know what? Sometimes it wasn't fun. Sometimes I just put my head down and just kept coding.
Yeah.
But there's definitely a lot of fun to marketing. I think it's like kind of an exciting thing trying to see what you can do to like go viral and stuff like that, because
Yep.
you know, like you gotta have fun, you gotta love what you're doing, and
You
to
do.
me, like an aspect of, okay, I made a great product, what's next? I have a goal, and the goal is to push that product to as many people as possible, and that to me is exciting. Like that,
Yes.
I have so many ideas, and I'm like, even though
Dude,
there's
you
a
sound
character
just like me.
there's a character that like I were using a lot. It's like this. It's, I'm not gonna lie. It's Goonbait. It's like this girl. She's a robot, and she's like a ring girl. She's like the robot ring girl on our
Right.
main Twitter, and we're continuously reusing her because I think
The
it would
sex
be
sells.
interesting. Yeah, it's sex sells, and it's, yo. Let's be honest. Like even WWE, you've seen like the hot
There's a
girls. You're
reason
like,
to have them in the ring, dude.
yeah, they're in the ring, even in UFC, even if, and you know, it's like, there's a lot to that, and it's just fun. I think the concept of growing a autonomous influencer that is working as an intern at the UCF is like something that's really interesting to me. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna grow that, and so to me,
Times are certainly a changing. That is for sure, you know. And it's we're in a whole new frontier here, and it's gonna ramp up so quickly here as you know, this AI arms race progresses. I mean, it's expediting at an alarming rate. But hey, I'm here for it. It sounds like you are too. This is clearly a very strong passion project of yours. Let's talk about the hackathon for a minute. Have you been building live in public while you've been building this, or how's that been going?
so yeah, I've been recently just every once in a while I'll go live. I just launched it on the last day of the hackathon. Started going live, and you know, you can see the game, and I tune into the community, do a little post here and there. It's just, you know, it's right now. I need people to understand like what's going on, and I, honestly, like my next thing, I keep my friends updated and keep the community updated. But the next thing is really just going to mainnet. You know, like that's my
Yes.
main goal. Like, and so I want people to try, and as soon as I try, I know they're gonna understand. Like even the little voice they hear. I remember one of I was like in the chat somewhere in the Discord chat, and people were like, "What the fuck?" Like it accidentally went off, and they heard like the guy, and they're like, "What the hell is that? He sounds like a Fallout character or something." And I was like,
Right.
"Oh, it's my announcer."
Announcer. Nice.
Yeah, and they're like, "What?" Like they're like, "I can't wait to play the game. It's sick." Like, I
Yeah.
mean, like to me, it's like a lot of people are gonna. Yeah, I think once they start having fun with the game and start hearing the robots, start
Yeah.
having favorites, we're gonna grow more of the community, and then more people are gonna, you know, ask like, "Yeah, what's
Yeah.
next?"
Yeah, and I think that's why Pump Fun are pushing the build live in public. And again, like you can do live shows of this as well. You know what I
Oh
mean?
yes.
And stream those live too for just entertainment purposes on there.
So,
But
well, one of the things that like I really I want to do so bad is like these title fights, and I think I already have the first one lined up. So on Twitter, this guy, he's super cool. His name's Clips. Clips is, he's like super plugged in Solana, and he I think his bio literally says founder of FaZe Clan or something. I don't know where that, you know, what that means, but he just like, I met him randomly in Discord, and he's like super cool. He commented, "I would love to see a Grok versus Gork fight." And so it got my wheels spinning, right? It's like in my head, the first thing I wanted to do was
Celebrity
like a
death match.
celebrity, yeah, exactly. Like two people's cloud bots that are like super, you know, known in the space, maybe devs or, you know, anybody who's like I can get, and have title fights and stream those on Pump Fun. To me, like that would be like the perfect.
That's how you're going to start bringing your audience in for sure, doing things like that. And, you know, bringing entertainment to pump fun to the streaming aspect of it, I think is something they're really crying out for. I know we're running a bit on here now, but I want to ask you one or two more things before we wrap up. I see Sean's just chopped in the back there and we got a lot to cover. But I just want to ask you about, let's say, the hackathon itself. What would winning this mean for you? Let's say if you won it, what would happen the next day? If you didn't win it, give me your thoughts on that.
So if we want it, let me tell you, if we want it right away, I'm looking for an in-house computer that can handle real-time generation. That's the number one thing I'm doing, because I think visuals are so important to me as an artist. I love visuals. I think about visuals all day. I think about music videos. I think about, you know, paintings. I think about sculptures. And to me, like, I want to see robots hit each other. That's it. Like, really simple. Like, I want to see robots and agents controlling the robots hit each
everyone
other.
does, dude. Everyone does.
Exactly. So it's like, first thing is we're finding, you know, like a solid rig. I got to talk to my, you know, obviously co-founders. You know, she'll handle the business side, but number one thing is we're investing that money directly back into the making the game cooler. You know, and so yeah, I'm finding like a super solid rig, getting you know, everybody hyped and excited and continuing to build. Honestly, like I think besides that, like I'm not like going off. I'm like, all right, sick, man. Thanks for the Lambo. You know, it's like more like, yeah, it's like if I was gonna,
you're a DJ, no, you better keep that flag flying. I'm kidding.
if I was gonna like, you know, there's so many like other kind of projects that you can do with AI now, like trading bots or shoe bricks. You know, they're more profitable probably. You know, but I think to me
It
it's like,
depends. If I mean, you have more viral potential than a trading bot. Let's put it that way.
yeah, but you know, again, like if it's just about profit, is it's definitely more. You know, there's so many other things I probably could have been doing. I could just straight traded and done nothing with it. Like to me, it's like building
it's passion, dude,
something,
because as soon as you're building something that you're passionate about, it's not a job anymore, right?
Oh, 100%. I wake up every day and I'm like, all right, let's get back. My girlfriend's so mad at me. Like, she was like, yo, like, you can't bring cloud code into the bed. Like, you got to put it away. And I said, like, yo, kind of like, you know, give me like 2 seconds. I got to push one more commit. One more commit. Like, come on. You know,
my brother's just like that, dude.
It's honestly just, it's to me like, we win, nothing changes. You know, like we buy more stuff, we keep going, we go higher.
Expedites the process.
The process, and then we lose. You know, it's like to me, it's
you're still gonna do.
I still have a product. I still have something that's super fun, super cool, and it's not just something that I would, you know, I'm like, all right, we didn't win. Like it's GG's. It's like, it's the cost is, you know, the product is built. I don't have to sit around and ask and beg people to like, hey, can I get some money to build that and pay devs and this and that. We have like I have a solid team, you know, like, you know, it's 2 people and all the,
you can expand on that. There's many opportunities for you, like once you kind of get that, but either way, it's a passion project that you're going to continue to build, right?
100%, yeah. And then so I don't, and then also the product itself it's not just something that, you know, should, if it's good and people are using it, it makes money. It has a treasury. It's not something that just, you know, turns. It's not something that just should, you know, like just spend money. I think the costs right now are just API costs for 11 labs.
Yeah,
like,
lean overheads. Yeah, lean overheads. Well, that's not much for 11 labs if you just got your announcer dinging every so often. So that's great. And that's the great thing about AI. You can have a lean team, but you can also have very, very clean, light overheads as well when you do this. I'm going to hit you with a final rapid close here before we finish up. One word to describe claw fights.
One word? Combat.
There we go. Strategy or chaos?
Strategy, to be honest.
Competition or entertainment?
Entertainment.
And finally, moon or dust?
Moon for sure, man.
All right, there we go. Attaboy. Good having you on, Blessed. Really appreciate you taking the time to come on the show today. Is there anything that maybe we haven't touched on before we close this out that you might want to get across to the audience before we do that?
No, I think that's pretty much it, man. Thank you for the interview. if you like, if you like what I said, there's a little token live on Pump Fund. It's something we
What's the
are
handle?
very familiar of.
What's the handle of it?
It's Ichor. It's the blood of the gods.
Blood of the gods.
Ichor. Ichor is like the main. It's a token that the fighters will get. But
All right,
yeah,
and they
it's
can access from the website. They can find it through the website or through your X handle, I guess.
yeah, through the X handle, and then you know what, you kind of just reminded me. I should get a link that's super easy for the website.
Yeah, there you go.
So that's my next thing.
I
But
got
yeah,
friends to burn over here.
all right.
Well,
Thank
it's
you,
been a
man.
pleasure, Bless. Really, really happy to have you on the show. Thanks for taking the time to come on. I love what you're building. I think it's great. We're all about bringing entertainment to Web3 as well. That's why we do what we do here. Everybody, you can go and check them out. Go to the website, clawfights.xyz, and go to the X account as well. That is at clawfights. Super easy. It's been an absolute pleasure, my friend. Thank you so much. We're going to be chopping this out, and we'll be posting across all our socials again tomorrow. So appreciate you. You got any final words for Elon or Tim Draper before you sign off?
Yeah, just check out the site. Entertainment combat markets, I think, is the next thing. So be on the lookout for the combat markets. It's here.
All right, boys, let's make the UCF go viral. Go and help that man out. Clawfights.xyz. Appreciate you, brother. Thanks so much for coming on. Take care. All right, Sean, we're back.
Very, very, very cool product. Like I said, I was making some videos, so I didn't hear the whole thing, but yeah, very cool. But obviously, I did look into it prior to this. But yeah, very cool. Love what they're doing. Just something a little bit different. Again, we're guys. We love watching stuff punch each other. I mean,
robots busting each other up.
Robots fighting. I mean, you can't beat that. So yeah, love what they're doing. And of course, reach out again. We have DMs open. If you need anything, just let us know. But yeah, Mr. P, let's go ahead and hop into it. So we don't have any paid top fives or anything like that. Let's just check for updates and everything because we got some pretty big news on what's coming next week. So let's go through the trending real quick. Most of the same ones from yesterday. Some have some updates, some probably don't. So let's just check it out real quick.
All right, well, let's do that. All right, you got pulled up there, Sean. Not seeing your screen down there. You want to pull it up?
Yep. I got it pulled up.
All right. First up, we talked about him, I believe, yesterday. We've even done an interview with the man himself. Millie, we have Master Key Finance, also known as Block Oil, is the big push that they're doing right now.
Yep, and it is your opportunity to get involved with the oil industry. We went over this yesterday. You can go ahead and mint your NFTs for some different oil rigs. You, again, mint your NFTs. You earn that revenue. You track and claim. There's different tiers that you can get all the way from $10 to $1,000. Of course, make sure you pay attention to these admin fees right here. Like I said, we've had deep dives on this one before. We've had the developer on, so let's just hop on over. Like I said, we want to make sure we get to our end so we can give some updates. Let's just make sure there's no
updates on it. Yeah, for sure. And just a quick highlight for everybody. Yeah, basically that's what they do. They purchase oil wells, they scan them. They don't have to incur the massive expenses of pulling it out of the ground. They tokenize the oil that's there. You can pick up some NFTs, get a part of that revenue that oil is going to generate, and they go around and buying up oil wells and all that. Someone asked, are the oil wells paying yet? I don't know. I haven't seen any updates on
that. I haven't been able to verify yet. Yeah.
Maybe
Josh, if you're around. Josh, if you're around, which you typically are, I know you're involved big. Let Eric know for us. So that he can, so we get his question answered.
And anybody, you can go and check out the interview we did with the founder himself, Millie, ex-vet, serious dude, been building for a long time, big passion project of his also. If you go to our X account, you can go to @Moonerdust on there, go to the highlights section, scroll down, you'll see Master Key Finance. We did a full interview with the guy, so you can get it straight from the horse's mouth yourself. Website, blockoil.org. Go check it out. And then the X handle is masterkey_Finn. Alrighty, that's that one. We're going rushing through them today. I think you're muted there, Sean. But yeah, we're rushing through them today.
Moon Boy. Let's go ahead. I do have an update on Moon Boy actually, so let's.
Very nice. I'm excited. There it is. All right.
Here now, this is Mike's product more so. But I had like a 2 or 3 hour conversation with Mike yesterday, day before, maybe one of these days. I lose track of days. But
all a blur.
Yeah, all a blur. The bots, so much stuff going on. The bots that he's building to make it super user friendly to trade, to snipe, all that fun stuff. It is up. It is operational. They are testing it. He's saying it's going extremely smooth and it's getting extremely close. And Mike, I'll let him come on and announce when it's all done. But he's sending money to Moonboy. He's sending money to Mod. He's sending money to Infineon. He's sending money everywhere. So this will be a very good product. And I know we have a good core community. And I know a lot of people in our community are not big sniper bot or bots people. And Mike's trying to make it very easy for everyone here to be able to do that. So stay tuned for that. As soon as it's live, we'll definitely have Moonboy himself on. And he'll come let you guys know. Because like I said, I don't want to take his thunder. It's his product. So, yeah, we'll have him on shortly. So stay tuned for that. Moonboy, it's going to, again, something we're going to keep pushing.
Yeah, Moonboy on B&B. Yeah, excited to have Mike on and really excited to hear about the bot. Check it out. Get some updates on that. Yeah, go check it out, guys. Moonboy, there's the handle right there. One last time, Moonboy4200, at Moonboy4200. Go check it out, everybody. I love me some Moonboy. All right, next up, we got the Gumar herself, the one and only.
Oh, who does that belong to, you ask? Who is that? That's part of every show almost. Only Rose, C Lady, a big time community member for us, been around forever. C Lady, if you happen to have any updates, or I know a lot of people listen to Jason, I think you're one of them. If you're involved with Only Rose and you have any updates, please let us know. Let's go on over to the Twitter account. As far as I know, there's no updates. I said they're still working towards that backroom event. And it's, I'm sure, going to be a lot of fun for all of our people. And Mr. Bitzel, where you at? We have to have our daily Mr. Bitzel comment when Only Rose comes up.
I see my votes are working. Yes, they are.
There we go.
Yeah, and good news on the whole voting setup, Tezzy. So stay tuned. You're gonna love what we have.
Love at first sight.
There he is.
There we go. She's she's beautiful, and she has, I think, what everyone else likes. So yeah, guys, Only Rose, hop on over to that Telegram. I know, was it this week or was that last week? The C Lady gave us some updates.
I think that was either early this week or last week. I'm not too sure.
Monday.
Yeah, maybe Monday. But yeah, go check it out, guys. roseknowsall.com. Help her reach that bondage curve as soon as possible.
There we go.
X handle is at roseknowsall25. Give it a follow. If this kind of thing tickles your fancy, go check it out. Join the Telegram channel as well.
Let's go.
All right, it's us. And then we got the one at the top.
Yeah. Let's do less tax fun, because obviously we got some updates we want to get from Moon or Dust, so we'll save that for last.
Yeah, all right, let's do that. You got them pulled up over there, Sean. I get this drum roll going.
Yep.
All right. All right, there it is.
All right, guys, let's see. Yeah, let's see. Let's tax that fun, launch, trade, earn, and discover the next big thing. So this is the website. Is this, I'm not sure. Is it supposed to be like a token launcher? Let's see. Launch tax tokens on Solana. Okay, that's what it is. So launch tax tokens on Solana with built-in revenue sharing rewards automatically to create. So it looks like they are allowing you to launch your tokens on Solana with the tax. What if your token automatically rewards holders for simply holding? Let's tax.fun makes it happen. Auto rewards every 15 minutes, fair distribution models, community-driven growth, and launch tokens that reward loyalty. Tax holders earn 288 times in the last 24 hours. Stop hiring expensive smart contract does. So yeah, I guess it's looking like a token launcher. Anyone from that community in the chat, feel free to share anything that you guys have going on. There's not tons going on, guys. Just keep in mind it is a very small LP. So chart is going upwards, but yeah, just keep in mind it's very small. 5.7K market cap. So yeah, I mean that's about all the information.
How long has it been live? Within the week, I guess. It's been live for a week or less. What date you got?
Yeah. February 16th, so about 11 days.
About 11 days.
Yeah. 2 weeks. So okay.
Yeah, keep it up, guys. Keep growing.
Yeah, and you guys stay on the bot. We'll get more into it and see what's going on with it.
Yeah, and of course, anybody from that community or the developer themselves, reach out to us. You're sitting at the number one spot. We always like to try and bring somebody in to talk to them and let everybody know about the project itself. I'd be curious to see, because obviously, there's token launchers for days out there. Be curious to see what the angle is, how you're going to gain that adoption and all that. I'm sure, community potential investors would want to know all things like that too. I can see you're going for pushing the tax and dropping it like every 15 minutes, people getting rewarded. I see that as a good kind of idea concept to kind of bring people in. It's a good way to generate content on X too, people getting rewards every 15 minutes. They can post about it. You can, amplify that as well. So it's a good marketing angle, I feel. But I'd definitely like to talk to these guys, see exactly what they're doing, what the plans are for the future and all that. So if you are watching, anybody from that community representative or developer themselves, hit us up, let us know. We're happy to have you on the show. It'll be next week now at this point, but let us know. Website, everybody, letstax.fun, and the X handle is at letstax. Keep voting on the bot. Got some updates coming here very shortly on the bot, so it's going to be an all new way, baby, to be able to vote, and it is sick, I have to say. But yeah, go check them out, guys. Let's Tax Fun. I like it. Thank you guys for installing the bot, by the way. We'll continue to cover you. Stay up there in that top 5.
All right. And of course, we're moving on.
And let me remove that. All right, Sean, what we got?
All right, we got some cool stuff going on. So let's get a drum roll real quick, and then we'll hop into it.
All right, let's do it. I guess we'll just talk a little bit about everything that is currently going on, and then what we got coming up. I guess that will make some sense. All right, drum roll, please.
All right, guys, Mod Media. In case you're not paying attention, that is in fact us. We are live 5 days a week with Mod Trending, which you're watching right now. We will be doing an episode of Moon or Dust with one of the community members right after this show. And maybe give us like 10 minutes right after this show. Also, the guys have been doing the Pump Fun Hackathon. They're doing another episode tonight. I think episode 15. So Pump Fun, if you're paying attention, and I know you are, go check that out. You want everything built in public? We definitely do that. So we got the second game show being built. We have the Mod Trending show, which you're watching right now. You have the game show, which you are about to watch in a couple minutes. And if you are new here, you'll be in for a treat because it is the coolest effing thing you've ever seen in crypto, in my opinion. We have the Mod Mafia token, the only token on Pump Fund that just chills at all-time highs. That is what Mod Mafia does. And of course, not financial advice, can never promise anything. But Mod Mafia is an actual legitimate community. We're not here to use each other as exit liquidity. We're that real community. And while I can never promise anything, this is one of those tokens that actually has that shot because of that real community and that real engagement that we have to offer. No market makers, no volume bots, no fakeness, all real. So
we can promise one thing, that we will not stop. That's one thing we can promise.
we will not stop. And yeah, maybe we hit on real quick, Mr. P, before we go into some of the bigger news. We hit let's show Rico's Revenge. So Rico's Revenge is our casino game that we're building for Ape Church. That is Ape Chain's highest volume generator on the platform, and we will have hopefully the best game on that site. So the Ape Church, the highest volume generator, and we're gonna have that top game, Rico's Revenge. Of course, us being us, Mr. P going all out. We have a trailer for that coming up. And remember, we've handed it over to them. It's a little bit more intricate than the other stuff on the platform. So they had to do a lot of back-end changes to get it working. That's why it's taken a little bit longer than expected. But Rico's Revenge is coming. And guess what? Rico is pissed. So let's go ahead and show that off.
Wow. Rejecting my offer of $350 with absolutely nothing going your way so far? Didn't mommy ever teach you that you shouldn't look a gift whale in the mouth? Guess not. Enjoy the dust.
Rico's Revenge. Coming soon to ape.church.
Man, I feel like every new piece of content we put out, it is my new favorite piece of content. But Rico, if you don't know, that's my boy, and it's gonna be hard to top that one. Hopefully that'll be the whale that Billy's going up against. We always love a good Rico head to head. So Billy, get ready, because if it's Rico, you could be in for a wild ride. Also, as everyone knows, we'll kind of lean into the next part. As everyone knows, we are a trending show. One of the things different about us is we bring it beyond Telegram. We bring the live shows to Pump Fun Live. We go to YouTube, 150,000 plus subscribers across our YouTube channels. We can air it on X, 50,000 plus subscribers. We're bringing it onto Rumble and so many different places. So that's what we wanted to do. We wanted to get out of the sandbox of Telegram, but of course, you know, Mod Media being Mod Media, the live was out of Telegram and out of that sandbox. But what about the bot, Mr. Pete? Isn't that was kind of stuck in Telegram, huh?
Yeah, we're a bit siloed over there, so we gotta update that. Adam has we finally give him a few morsels of food down there in the basement, so he's been happy. He's been cranking hard.
Loosen up the chains a little bit. Yep. So, I mean, in case you don't know where this is going, that bot is coming outside of Telegram, and we are going on to where we truly belong, Mod X trending. And this isn't months away. This isn't a month away. This isn't weeks away. This is probably days away, Mr. P. Is that right?
Yeah, we're looking. We're gonna touch on it a little bit today, and then Adam is going to come on Monday for a full demo.
And we will hit X the way it's set up. It'll be designed for Mod to trend, to go viral, all that stuff, along with the projects that are going to be participating in Mod trending. And it should amplify our ability to get revenue. But of course, the promise still stands. We charge very cheap prices because we are not pay to play, but we are pay to amplify. And the same will apply for X trending. So yeah, I'm super excited about it. Again, can't wait to unveil it Monday. So everyone, we know people don't like to show up on Mondays. Everyone's in that Monday law, but be there Monday because we're unveiling the next big thing. And like we said, guys, we are determined. And guess what? Money we make off of that, we're sending back to the mafia. And, you know, it's just going to be this big thing. We want this to be one of the biggest things out there. Pump Fun, if you're watching, and I know you probably are, this can be a part of your ecosystem. You own the token launcher layer. Now with Mod Media, you can own the entertainment layer. We're making it one way or another. We have identified Pump Fun as probably the best partner to expedite what we're doing, but we're never stopping. We will be the household name in trending shows, and the place for developers to get exposure without dropping tens of thousands of dollars. And then also a spot for holders to find something that is not pure pay to play, like CMC, like Dex Screener, like Dex Tool. It's pay to amplify. You might be able to pay for a multiplier, but you still need a community to get into the top 5.
Yes.
We're covering nothing but good projects. But yeah, Mr. B, if you want to run through.
Absolutely. I'll give him a quick breakdown here. And as Sean said, you can pay to amplify, but it is not straight pay to play. That leaderboard option that I talked about earlier, we have been talking about, that is going to be kaput. It is only active communities that you have the option to amplify. Here's a little quick slide deck that we use to kind of present this. Mod X trending is converting creation into sustained exposure. How do we do that? Tokens launch every minute. This is a trench reality, but launch is just the ignition. Momentum forms on X, communities organize on X and Telegram, narratives spike and they disappear just as fast. Pump Fun owns the creation. What's missing is a system that converts that creation into sustained exposure. And what we did, the Mod X trending at, we built a real-time momentum engine that lives where attention actually forms on X. It continuously monitors X. It detects ticker and contract mentions, measures acceleration, not just volume, and it validates contracts across chain. We'll talk about all that, how you can get set up on Monday when Adam comes in. And it does answer one question: who is actually gaining traction legitimately at this moment in time? That's what this bot will be able to answer. And here we are, open access discovery. Participation is completely free. Any project can gain exposure, any user can vote, any community can mobilize. There's no paywall to rank, no cost to compete, no requirement to boost. There is an optional vote boosting that can exist for additional amplification, but ranking is driven solely by real engagement. Builders get free exposure, investors get a structured discovery layer highlighting projects gaining legitimate traction. And this is how the voting works. Each day, a trending post goes live on X. Users vote by commenting. Simple as that. The project's X handle, the required tag, mod media, a pump fund, and then voting can happen directly on X. There will be a means to do it directly from our website, and then you can do it directly from Telegram. There will be a Telegram bot that you can install as well, but it'll be much more simplified. We'll probably get rid of that leaderboard section out of it and just make it one individual chat. When voting from the website, the system automatically generates the correctly formatted X reply. We also have AI built in here that dynamically crafts a varied, natural-sounding response, which reduces repetition, protects users' accounts from spam flags, and keeps the comment section looking organic. All votes feed into a single live leaderboard. Detection becomes engagement, and engagement becomes ranking. Now, why this matters for Pump Fun. All activity flows into a real-time leaderboard. It reflects acceleration, it rewards organized communities, and it surfaces early traction. Imagine this as an official Pump Fun momentum board. New launches automatically enter detection, communities compete daily, investors see momentum clearly, and the launch evolves into sustained competition. So you get launch stickiness, daily engagement loops, organic X activity, Telegram activation, and token lifecycle extension, of course. Builders get free exposure, investors get a legit token discovery platform, Pump Fun gains an acceleration layer, and as we say, creation starts the fire, but momentum keeps it burning. And that is what it is looking like right now. And like I said, we'll have Adam on Monday to do a whole deep dive, do a full demo on it. And I do have a little something to show you from the back end there. Here is an example of what a leaderboard looks like currently. Now, we haven't dived massively deep into the UI, and to me, it's looking actually pretty good.
Yeah, nice and clean, simple. Yep.
Yeah, you can see here that it gives you all the details of the token, all the socials are there, where it was launched, if it's bonded or not, whereabouts it's at in the bonding curve. And then you have the option over here to just vote for that specific project at any time you want. And you can do that directly from, like I said, the website. You can do it directly from Telegram. It'll auto open up your X account with everything you need pre-filled in right in the comment section. You just hit post, or you can slightly alter your message if you want, but you need to keep those specifics in there. You'll only be able to vote one time, so don't even bother trying to game the system, because we put up all the necessary guardrails. If you even try, it will not count your second vote. And again, it's a great exposure engine for not just, mod media, because everything's going to be hashtag mod media or hashtag pump fun or whatever. And you can get trending through that. If you have enough people, spitting that hashtag out, that's how you get trending and stuff, So it's a great way for that to get trending. And then, vicariously through that, projects will come in, they'll see it trending, and then that gives us even more exposure for the projects that we highlight on the show as well. So yeah, so there's a little quick look at exactly what that leaderboard is going to look like, and what our new X trending bot is going to be looking like here very soon. So shout out to Adam, you've been absolutely crushing it. And we do have some actually really, really cool extra features. I don't think I've even told you about them yet, Sean, but we'll talk about them soon. But they're really cool, really add another little additional layer to everything. So stay tuned. Mod X trending is going to be coming very soon, and it's going to replace the bot we currently have. And it's a much better way, I think, for us to be able to take advantage and not just be siloed in Telegram like that. So yeah, stay tuned, everybody. Monday, we'll have a big deep dive with Adam coming on the show, and we'll show everybody the demos. And we'll actually make a post. We'll get some people in the audience to vote, and we can show you it working in real time as well. So, bro, I am so excited for this to drop. It's unreal.
Extremely excited. There's one thing you know about us: we do not stay still. We are constantly moving. We are constantly going, and we will not stop ever. Even if Mafia is worth $1 billion or mod trending is the biggest thing in crypto, we are never stopping. This is going to be a company, I think, that as we grow is going to transcend even crypto. So you guys are watching the birth of a very big brand that we're doing. And Mr. P, we are going on the hour-and-a-half mark. We do need to do an episode of Lunar Dust. Billy is going to be waiting in the background. We're coming back live. So if you have any words, you want to go ahead and close it out until Monday. And make sure, come back Monday. I know it's a slow day, but be back so you can see all about my next trending.
Yeah. I just want to say thanks to everybody again, man. The community has been so supportive of everything we're doing. The chart is looking great. Again, chart is not everything to us. We're creating a whole ecosystem here either way. But of course, that keeps everybody amped. That keeps the community going. You guys have been awesome. And not just that, the support, the comments, the pushing of all the content that we make. Sean's churning out content there morning, noon, and night, and everybody's really getting behind and pushing. That's what we need. Like, you need community. We could be building the best things in the world, but without community, it never goes anywhere. We need that traction. So I just want to say I appreciate you guys. I would usually say install the bot, but hold off on that for now because we got the new one coming here very soon. But yeah, that's what I got to say. We got an awesome AI track that we built for the outro here, so stay tuned and listen to that from one of the OG gangsters back in the day. Check it out, it's a lot of fun. But yeah, that's what I got, Sean. I love you guys, and we'll see you next for the game show. You won't see me, you'll see Sean and Billy, but you'll see me after that for the Pump On Hackathon, myself and Adam.
All right, guys, stay in the chat. We are going to turn around as fast as we can to get back with Moor Ducks. Don't want viewership to fall off, so guys, just stick tight, hang tight. Everyone that's here, we'll be back ASAP. And guys, again, we'll be back from Moor Ducks, another Building Public Hackathon, and of course, more Mod Trending, going over my next trending on Monday. And until then, which will be like very shortly, you know what to do. Trade safe.
Yeah. To the moon. Let's go. I don't chase bugs, I manufacture it. Step in the room, whole temperature shift. Y'all tweak dreams, I package your shit. Turn one whisper to a championship. Heavy is the head, what it sit just fine. Gold cuff links when I got the time. They walk low, but they skip that grind. I built the ladder, they still try to climb. Moon or dust, that's the verdict spoken. Either champagne pop or the dream get broken. See loud mouths, leave arenas empty. Real kings move low and collect that plenty. You shoot to the moon or you fade to dust. No halfway grind when the light's on us. Either your name ring loud or we're barely discussed. Shoot for the moon or you fade to dust. Pressure make diamonds or pressure make rust. Whole world watching, who do they trust? Either legacy built or momentum combust. Moon or dust. Velvet ropes when I stroll through doubt. Whole crowd pause when the name ring out. Y'all 1 week buzz, I'm a long-term route. Build legacy thick while you fade with clout. Blueprint hustle, no borrowed shine. Turn late night risk in the quarterly climb. Spotlight heavy, but it fit my frame. Some freeze up, some elevate game. Moon or dust, no cushion, no middle. Either play symphony or play second fiddle. Seen hype crash hard when the number's correct. Real weight lasts longer than the viral effect. You shoot to the moon or you fade to dust. No halfway grind when the light's on us. Either your name ring loud or we're barely discussed. Shoot for the moon or you fade to dust. Pressure make diamonds or pressure make rust. Whole world watching, who do they trust? Either legacy built or momentum combust. Moon or dust. Seen quick fame burn out mid-season. Same loud king start searching for reason. Spotlight hot, but it frees weak lungs. Some built rockets, some brought guns. Pressure cooked diamonds, I thrive in the heat. Y'all chase applause, I inherit the seat. Long game vision, marathon breath. You sprint for attention, I pace for the stretch. No participation trophies in this lane. Either headline bowl or forgotten name. When the smoke drift off and the crowd adjusts. You shoot for the moon or you fade to dust. You shoot to the moon or you fade to dust. No halfway grind when the light's on us. Either your name ring loud or it barely discussed. Shoot for the moon or you fade to dust. Pressure make diamonds or pressure make rust. Whole world watching, who do they trust? Either legacy built or momentum combust. Moon or dust.